If your body of water has minnows, you're going to want to give this a try. And this is just something that just works so extremely well. And that is using an ultra light Ned head with a small minnow type lure. This one is the Baby Z2. And the reason this works so good is, one, as you watch it fall through the water column, wow, it just kind of spirals down, you know, similar to a tube with an insert tube head, but it just looks so good on the drop, and it's that minnow size. Okay, it's not really big. And then with this particular lure in the Elastec, it'll just sit there and hold upright and is always working for us on the bottom. You know, so often we'll just use stick baits on our Ned rigs. That's the only thing that we'll use, but there's so many other lures that do a great job presenting on a Ned type of a jig head or presentation. And this Baby Z2 or minnow lake bait is just one that works so well. On my particular body of water, there's zero shad, no shad whatsoever. So my bait fish species, my prey species, are going to break down to panfish, okay, mainly your bluegills, you know, and then some crappies and stuff like that as well. And then the other big one is the minnows, and even your bigger bass will really get on them. So if you're seeing an abundance of minnows, this is something that I would definitely, you know, have a few of these rigged up and give them a go. And I think you're going to really find that it's very effective, and you're going to start to catch some of those fish on the drop as well. So really be watching that line, and if it stops sooner than you think, go ahead and set the hook. And the real key to this presentation is you want to be using the lightest Ned jig head possible. You want it just to drop down through that water column as slowly as possible and look like a bait fish that's kind of just dying and on its way down. So even if I'm fishing a little bit deeper water and it's not crazy windy out, that's when I will go ahead and take the time to let that super lightweight sink down a long way through the water column. Can, you know, feel very tedious and almost slow sometimes, but when they're hitting it on the drop, man, that is a lot of fun. And hey, if you want to watch a video that I feel is just a great way to locate fish and find fish, especially if there are lots of minnows, go ahead and check this one out right here. And make sure that you go out and encourage someone today. You never know how you might just change their life. For the Bass Fishing Life, I'm your host, Steve Rogers.